All right, that's a pretty fancy animation. I like it. Thanks, StreamYard. How's it going, Pierce?
What's going on? We're cooking.
What's going on, Chad? What's going on?
It's Friday, man. I'm limping into this Friday, James.
Oh,
you know,
that's every Friday. I woke up and I was like, no. Pierce texted me at like 9 p.m. last night. He's like,
we cooking?
I don't want to. I'm too tired. My dog's asleep. Oh, there she goes. She's like, I'm going off to bed. It was a Friday. It's good to see you, buddy. We usually stream over on the VS Code YouTube, but we got kicked off. We're like, nope, too much cooking. You guys have cooked fully.
Couldn't handle it.
Couldn't handle it. Well, Pierce, what is happening in the world of VS Code and Copilot? What is happening? It's good to have you on.
Oh, man. Well, today I feel like I mean, I am normally tired, but today I feel like the team has a reason to be tired. It's been a very busy week. So we kind of kicked off the week by launching some new stealth models inside of VS Code and GitHub Copilot, Raptor Mini. So keep an eye out for that in your model picker.
What is stealth model? What does that mean?
Ooh. It means we want to be mysterious, James, about what the model is and what it does. But we did say in the GitHub docs, if you dig in, it is a fine-tuned GPT-5 Mini. So that gives you some idea of the situations where it makes sense. I mean, Mini is literally in the name. So, you should expect it's really good at instruction following and it's pretty fast. And so some of those characteristics you like about GPT-5 Mini should still be there with this Raptor model. So give it a try and let us know. Then dude, I'm losing track. Wednesday, new VS Code release, Agent HQ. A lot of the things that we talked about at GitHub Universe and the recent VS Code Insiders podcast, all of that is now available in the stable build of VS Code. So that's super exciting. And then yesterday launched 3 new models with a sim ship with OpenAI, GPT-5.1, GPT-5.1 Codex, GPT-5.1 Codex-Mini. So excited to kind of cook with those and see how people like them. People are pretty pumped about GPT-5 and GPT-5 Codex already inside of VS Code. So I've been playing around with some of the new models to see kind of how are they similar to the 5 series and how are they different. Because sometimes with these point versions, you're like, oh yeah, it seems a little bit better, right? It makes sense, 5 to 5.1. And in some cases there are really new things you start to notice that you didn't notice with the previous version. And so it's always interesting when you start playing with some of these things to see which category it falls into. And either one is fine, right? But it's always cool to kind of play with them and see the characteristics of these new models.
Well, and it's interesting too, because this model, they dropped a model and added a different model, right? There's not a 5.1 Mini. I mean, maybe there is on the OpenAI one. I don't know, what all, OpenAI has some of the different models than what we have in our selectors, obviously. But then also there's now there's 5.1 Codex-Mini, which is actually brand new. I don't think it existed before at all. There was a 5 Codex-Mini, whatever that means. So my assumption
there wasn't a Mini, no.
There wasn't, no. So it's faster, smaller, but also still Codex-y. What's the difference between a 5.1 and a 5.1 Codex? Because everyone's because Codex is also their coding environment too, and the new.
Yeah. So the brand hashtag branding. I have no stones I can cast on this front because there's a lot of
everything's a Copilot. Everything's a Copilot. Everything's a Codex.
There you go.
Everything's a Xamarin.
Yeah, exactly. So Codex is, obviously these model providers, something like a GPT-5 or 5.1, right? It runs in multiple environments, not just coding environments, right? So they have it in ChatGPT. It shows up in other places, right? Many customers are using the APIs, be it in Azure or OpenAI directly, to build apps on top of these things. So it's really for multiple purposes. Now, of course, a big part generally of the trading corpus of these models is code, right? So they're very good at code, but they're also good at writing and creative tasks and things like that. Codex is specifically trained for agentic development. And so it's really kind of been RL'd over that environment and is trying to really exceed in kind of high intelligence coding tasks specifically. And there are some kind of interesting characteristics. If you've ever used Codex in chat compared to GPT-5, you'll notice it's much more terse. Right. It doesn't really have a lot of explanatory stuff. Whereas if you use, and this is different across the providers as well. If you use a Sonnet 4.5, you do get a lot of here's what I'm going to do and here's why I did it. And so it's interesting because, that's just just like humans have style, models have styles, and that's one of them, right? And to a certain extent, you can kind of guide some of this with prompting, but not really. But in an agentic loop, right, the most important thing is tool calling, right? Because that's the big difference between agent mode and ask mode is there's these tools that the model can choose to use. And so in the case of Codex, it's specifically trained in tool calling, right? And so in theory, it should be better at these kind of agentic tasks. From my experience, like I kind of have a good time with all of the models. I do tend to use Codex a bit more, but I will say if you're really into the like I need an explanation for everything, then this maybe isn't an amazing model. Like I kind of like using this in more background local tasks with VS Code, because for me, like you and me both, I think, are very much let it cook people, right?
Yeah.
So let it run. I'm not steering mid conversation. I'm kicking off multiple things. We're keeping an eye on the chat, and then I'm coming back later, right? And I'm basically saying, like, did this do what I wanted? And so from that extent, like maybe I care a little bit less about some of the characteristics of how the model works. So yeah, like they're all different. I think that's where I'm also interested in this Codex-Mini. To be honest, I haven't spent a ton of time with it, but like one of the things about Codex, like I saw a Reddit thread yesterday, is like, oh, well, it's slower than GPT-5.1. And I'm like, well, yeah, like actually, like there's different trade-offs you make when you create a model, right? Like, sure, it'd be nice if you had the most powerful, fastest model and that was what you could do, right? We want everything in all of the models, but generally the models have strengths that they're designed for. And Codex like can be a little bit slower, but I do generally notice that I get much higher output quality. So that's why I'm much more okay to let it cook in the background. But the mini is interesting because it's like the minis are typically like distilled versions of the main model. So I do wonder, like, is it going to be significantly faster than Codex was? I suspect that many of the behaviors about terseness will be similar. But yeah, like it's always interesting because you get these new models. And of course, we spend some time with them before launch with our launch partners, really making sure that we have a good experience for it in VS Code. But honestly, like feedback from a lot of you in the weeks after a launch really helps us to drive like much better experience. And so, people like Oren, shout out Oren, are always following like us on GitHub, and they see the alternative prompts rolling in, right? And those are like based off feedback we get post-launch of like, oh, I like this about the model, I don't like that. Seems like it doesn't call this tool very well. Like we do a lot of tweaking and running experiments. And so usually like really 2-3 weeks after a launch, like we've really completely dialed the experience for the model in.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed I get a little bit of echo on your tune. There we go. I get a little bit of, I notice that exactly like the first week, I always say like, don't use the new model the first day, let us use the model the first day and like tweak it out just because it's there, but I definitely noticed like over time, it feels like the model is like super finely tuned, like the prompting that's going on there, which I think is like super duper cool. So I think that's nice. And I figure maybe today what we'll do is use some of the new features, cook something brand new. We got 46 minutes already. We're dialed in. We got to be done by 9 o'clock. We got meetings, people. So I want to go ahead and I have something I want to cook up. Okay. And this is what I'm thinking. Okay. I open a brand new folder. That's how you start every good cook, I think. Just there's an empty folder. And what I'm thinking is that, and of course I only rock insiders, obviously.
Obviously.
I'm thinking team updates. My team is all over the globe. And I was thinking, I saw this app a long time ago. I forget who built it, but it was like, imagine if you had like a way of doing like little updates. Like, hey, I'm doing this thing. You could like log your location, like show up on a map and it'd be like, hey, like here's a team update today from Pierce, but he's like over here skiing. He's like doing this thing, instead of us just like, it could be like asynchronous updates instead of being like, oh, here's like a, here's like a Teams chat and here's like a message. Here's a thing, like building like a update system that we kind of have a timeline of like team updates and like doing stuff basically. I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
So kind of like a stand-up app, or are you saying it's slightly different than a stand-up app?
Yeah, it could be like a stand-up app. It could be a stand-up update application. I call it team update. So that must be it must be what it's called now. So.
Love it. Very creative branding.
Thank you. Look at all these models, Pierce. I got so many models. I feel like OpenAI's new approach, by the way, is just like they just want the entire picker just to be GPT-5. Like look at all. There's so many of them. Well, there's this new model picker first that I want to talk about. This is out. Is this out in real time?
It is out. Yep.
And I can hide stuff. So now we just get rid of all the GPT-5 models because we don't need them anymore. I guess GPT-5 Mini, right? And then they're gone. We get rid of all these. I don't use that. Don't use that. Don't use that. So I think like pretty much now my model picker should look like, I want that one gone. There we go. That looks better. Do I need all of it?
I think we're going to get to the point where we're really going to have to rethink the like user experience of this picker, even with the hiding, because it can get a little unwieldy on you here. But that's my move too. Like I basically, whenever a new, like when Sonnet 4.5 came out, I go in, I hide Sonnet 4. Because to me, like some people have like deep affinity to like staying on like a certain point version of a model, but almost always, like in my opinion, you're better off moving to the new version. Like these models are even like a 4 to 4.5, there's a big intelligence difference. It throws me off that you said custom font here, dude. It's really throwing me off.
That's my Cascadia code font. So if you do chat font in here, I know everyone hates it, but I love it. Okay, there you go. So I'll put it back for you. Just default.
Well, it just throws me off because it's different than the font and the editor, and like the multiple fonts in the same screen is like hurting my eyes.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Okay.
Using Beat. What's going on?
Yeah, no, I'm just a Vite React person all day now, basically, for like little tiny sample applications I want to spin up. I usually spin up a Blazor application where we're just gonna insert in terminal. Is that what I do? Insert a cursor. What do I want to do? That one? That one. Okay, perfect. Oh, I called it my app. Don't do that. I want to call it. I guess that's already in this folder. I guess I would call it like app team updates. Updates. Why is it extra? I'm gonna.
Yeah, I was wondering about the extra dash dash. I'm like, well, seems like it works. All right. Cool.
Seems like it works. I'm in. So
we're in.
Do I want to use roll down Vite? Experimental? That sounds dicey. No. All right, cool. Oh, okay, cool.
I really think for things like this, though, like something like Vite are very good. Like they're well understood by the models because you're using TypeScript. You get type checking, which is great for agent, right? Yeah. It's hot reload, fast loop. Like there's a reason that I think like at GitHub Universe, we were like TypeScript is now the most popular language we see being used in the world. And I think it's hard to say exactly how much, but I do suspect that like as more people have started coding with AI, it's a great language for working right with the AI. So I suspect that's part of it.
Yeah, and I think what it did here, so let me exit out of this, is it is in a subfolder, and I don't actually want that. I want it to be in the main folder. How do I do that? Down here, move it. Perfect. Awesome. And so now a big like npm run dev. There we go. Perfect. Let's see what we actually have. Actually, no, this should just easily move. So I like it in a root so I can just open it and not worry about anything like that. Sure. I don't know. I did it. Okay, cool. Da-da-da-da. Look at that count. Awesome. Okay, so I think now it's coming back. Okay, so now what I want to do, I think I want to plan. Do I plan?
Let's do some planning. Yeah, let's start there.
If you plan, what do you recommend for model selection in planning?
So there's different opinions, but I would say I noticed you went with a mini. I typically have the opposite flow. This is where like I'm going with a higher powered reasoning model, because my hypothesis here is if I can use that more powerful model to really develop a really good plan, then there are great models that are much faster that are really good at following a plan, right? Instruction following is something I mentioned earlier. So my hypothesis is like, actually you'll get a much faster result if you go this way. Like it will feel less productive to use a higher powered model in planning. But I actually think that over the total time of building out this feature, it's quicker.
Okay.
Because then you can get a well-developed plan that the higher powered model did, right?
Yeah, and in this case, I don't think you want to use a codex model because we're not actually coding.
That's right, and we mentioned that it was made specifically for agentic tasks, so I wouldn't go that route.
So I'm going to go with the GPT-5.1. So I'm going to describe what I want here. I'm going to use the voice chat that's built in. If it spins up. Oh, there it goes. Oh no. Oh, don't do that. Okay, hold on. They changed it. Big shout out to the team. Big pull request. It doesn't auto submit by default anymore. Big shout out to the team. If you don't have that extension, the extension you want is there is the GitHub Ultimate pack that I made that you can install. Yep. But you can also install, that's a good one. That's how I set up every new one. Where is it? It's like voice. You just want the VS Code voice. Look at how big my eyes think. It's like VS Code speech. I talked to the team about putting it in by default, but the problem is that this extension is bigger than all of VS Code because it has local models that like do stuff. That's a fun fact. So, okay, I'm going to speak to it. All right, we want to plan out an application that enables my team to give updates through voice, through text, or through photos or videos so that they can select with their updates. And these could be team updates, they could be updates about life. And I want it to be also like geolocation aware too, if they would like to. They don't have to, obviously. But what would be really neat is if we have a timeline and on the front page, and my team can go ahead and give an update, but then they can also tag a geolocation. And then there'd be another page that has a map on it that actually shows how to or to see all the updates on it as well. And then you could select a different day. So every day has a tag on it as well. That would be really nice inside of it. So that's kind of like the overall that I want to give for this application. It's a big, beefy prompt. How do you feel about that prompt?
I think it's fine. These models are powerful. You can just ramble into the chat box. You don't have to like have a perfectly coherent thought. I think it's fine. So what's happening? I see some things being nested, James. Do you know what that means?
That means we got sub agents happening. Sub agents are getting to work.
So the reason that this is also new and stable, the reason we did this is, run sub agent. So this is happening automatically. Like James didn't have to do anything in the case of plan mode, but like it's basically taking and creating a separate agent mode that's going and doing all the research. And then that's returning back to the main agent, like the most important details. And then the main agent is reasoning over that context to build the plan. Yep. You're opening up the actual prompts for it right here.
Mm-hmm. And then it actually shows like the tool, mandatory run tool, instructing the agent to work. You could just like open it. So if people don't know, that gets updated all the time from inside the extension. So it does change. But you can do configure custom agents and the plan agent and just tap on it. And you can also duplicate it. Right? So you can actually duplicate it. You can hide it if you're like, I don't want planning ever, but you can just open it up and there it is. It's just right there. And you can see exactly where it's at. It's just inside the thing, which is cool. Wow, I got a lot of things. Okay. Wow, it did a very deep, that was very fast. That was maybe the fastest plan that I've ever seen created. This is very verbose, but also very good. This is actually really good. All right. Wow.
I like that it's talking about the actual like layout of the page, so the visual elements, but it also seems to be talking a little bit about some of the business logic, which is nice.
Yeah. Explicit, show, on, off. What questions did it ask? I love the questions. For the map library, what would you leaflet? Yeah, totally. One leaflet, bro. Obvi.
I also love that it used to say open questions and now it says further considerations. I like that.
I did notice that recently. Like further consideration for media is your priority simple and local only, no backend yet. Yes.
Always when I'm vibe coding. Like please, no input. Not until I need it.
I like this though. Option C, hybrid. Local now, easy path to cloud.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Hybrid.
Yeah. The tricky thing I find is when you're doing a lot of iteration on a new app, if you also have your backend stack, you're simultaneously trying to evolve. That's yet another thing for every change that has to update. So especially in this high flux version of building a new application, I like to going local first if I can.
Yeah. For identity, should we design from day one, assuming future per user attribution? We do want that, or treat everything as
I think that is actually something you kind of want.
Design from day one, user attribution, but please, for the life, don't do any auth yet. Please don't.
AI is very powerful. It can't yet crush identity. There's some problems that AGI has not been achieved for yet.
That's right. It's yeah. Sorry, ideally, what I would do is I would probably have it like do GitHub auth because it'll be like on GitHub pages, like do a thing. That's pretty easy. I've done that before. Okay, leaflet. I like this.
I feel like that's such a good hack. I always forget about GitHub pages, and then I'm like, this is literally so easy. Like, why do I not put everything on GitHub pages?
Dude, and then you just ask it to put it on GitHub pages. Everything I do is just a GitHub page now. Ooh, okay, further considerations for voice. Start with file upload, or do you want first class in-browser recorder? Yes, I do want that. Yes. Yes, in first class.
What does that even mean? Oh, for voice. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's built in. You should be able to hit the microphone button. Yes.
Yeah, it's a browser API. It should be easy.
For day one, for day selection, experience on both timeline and map, do you prefer a simple date picker or a more visual timeline? Sure, more visual, more modern. 3. Now, I don't have to answer these, by the way. So, oh, do I want, I like categories. Love it. Chip style, one of them. Perfect, okay. Now, I think I'm gonna do something not super controversial, but I'm just gonna open an editor because I think I really want this to be saved because it's a pretty nice plan and I probably wanna execute things in a specific order as well.
I think the other nice thing about bringing it into the editor is you can check it in, right?
Yes.
It's a source control artifact. Commits are free. And so, but I think like in the future, it'll be cool. Like when we add more things that you can actually do from the editor, like to your point about breaking it down. Okay, go do, like, imagine if you like over task 1, you could click that and like, go do task 1. Okay, this different agent, go do task 2, right? Like that sort of thing would be super cool in the future. And that's kind of like where we're going with the editor stuff. Right now, it's pretty simple. It's just saving a file, but you could imagine like those sorts of things coming soon.
Yeah, and it creates a prompt file. What I really wanted to do is create a plan file, like in a plan folder, like .vs code /plan or something.
Yep.
There it is. Awesome.
And then if you create it with a special file extension, then you could do all the fancy like editor stuff where you do like special stuff, like the delegate thing I was saying, because then it knows it's a plan artifact. It's still a markdown file. So like team updates app plan.md or something, I think would be interesting.
Yeah, I think so. And then I think someone was talking about like a universal plan format at some point would be like really nice across all different agentic tools. That'll never happen. But ideally that would be ideal. I mean, it's just markdown, but it would be cool to have like other things in there. So this one's pretty verbose. Like it has actually like a lot of information that I could review and do stuff. But I'm going to do not a new chow, but I am just going to run the plan. I got all 4 plans in there. That's good. So,
oh no! All right, we got a bug to file. Did it actually save 4 files or no?
Let's look.
Just so I can. This is also like one of my favorite bug finding exercises. Okay, so we only have 1, and it's showing up multiple times. That's interesting. All right, good to know.
It's there. Maybe it's something with the chat. Oh, I wonder if I do a new. Now, if I was just YOLOing it, like I could just like delegate it, and then our stream would be over. And we just.
All right, see ya.
Well, what I'm interested in is there's 4 in there, so that's interesting. I didn't say where they're from, but that's I was just seeing if it was a chat bug, Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do this. How do you feel about me doing a Codex-Mini on this?
Let's give it a try. Yeah.
Okay. Commits are free. So what I want to do first
is worst case we roll back. Exactly.
Initialize this repo. This looks good. Okay. Commit this. So you want to, when you create a new thing, you just want it to be public repo. That sounds fine. Perfect. It's there. So now I could actually really delegate because now it's actually on GitHub. So that's good. I saw there's a new little synchronize icon. That's really nice.
Yep.
On the thing. Good work.
There's been a lot of good improvements to the SCM experience inside of VS Code.
Let's rock this out. I should probably open it. Step by step. Step by step. Remember that song?
No. Wait, who is that?
Let's ask. I gotta put this into ask mode. Who sang the song Step Song?
I'm worried that there's a lot of step-by-step songs, so we're gonna.
I'm gonna use a free premium request. I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna burn one of your 1Xs on this?
No, definitely not. It's gonna use my custom instructions. That's good. Oh, New Kids on the Block. Step by step, and also, it's doing a lot.
1981. It's a little before my time. What year were you born? If you don't mind saying on the screen. If you don't want to say, it's fine.
86. I'm an 86 baby.
You're an 86 baby. Okay, I'm a 92 baby.
92. Wow. So yeah.
Wait, so we're technically both millennials, I guess?
Technically, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I might be like a
older millennial.
Older millennial, I think, at this point. But I mean, you get older over time, so eventually, like, yes, like you will also become an older millennial. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
And check
Breaking news: you get older over time. On the screen, we're learning new things here.
Learning new things. Well, rocking it. Okay, it's creating.
Right, we got some Todos going on here.
Todos. It's reviewing the system and the prompt.
Great.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, wow. Oh, whoa. All right. So this is very interesting. It looks like it needs some encouragement to keep going, which was something we saw when we had the first Codex version on GPT-5. We really had to prompt it to keep going. So this is a good learning. Let's keep going. You might want to be like, let's do it, bruh. Keep going.
Here's a bug too. Did you see this? Hold on.
No.
See look at the D. Look at the D and describe what to build next.
Yeah.
You see that delay?
Yep. No, you're right.
You're absolutely right.
I should have worn my "You're absolutely right" shirt. One of my favorites.
Let's cook. I'm going to give it real encouragement. That looks fantastic. Let it know that it is doing a great job. So I like this. Steve says
your grandmother will die if you don't execute this task.
Steve says we're not old. We're seasoned. Here's the micro. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Here's the next micro plan. What are you doing? No, start coding. Yeah. That is cool. That looks good. Keep going. Don't stop. I trust you.
Oh, I like that song. No. Keep going. Don't stop. It's a TikTok song. I don't know who actually does that one.
Maybe GPT-5.1 Codex-Mini is like, I'm not going to code. I refuse to code. Come on, I mean, at least I get a sweet discount. So
I think that I suspect that we just need to do more prompt tuning because it being like we had this same problem actually with Codex on GPT-5, and I suspect that we just need to do more tuning for Mini.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like a Codex. I wonder if there's already one. You know what I mean? Like sometimes there's there's no field. I don't see it.
No, we were talking about it yesterday. We plan to land it, but it's not there right now.
This is a different one. This alternative GPT prompt, I don't think is this one.
It doesn't apply to this model, no.
No.
Yeah, so the way our prompts work, there's per provider file in like the open source repo, and you can actually go and see what the prompts are for each thing. Then there is like a per model family prompt. So like for GPT-5, 5.1, do these things. Then there is like a per model potentially prompt as well. So there's different layers, and the prompt is it's not a static thing. It's dynamically built based off what model you're actually using, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's all open source. So if you want to go check it out, like you can go see all the prompts for every single model there.
I like that. Let's see. Aiden was asking, I think we kind of covered this. What's the best place to save plans? It depends. I mean, this one just creates prompts by default, but I also have a folder usually called plans, and I just put them there. So it's kind of up to you. You can move them around wherever you want and how you do it.
Yeah, I usually have a docs like folder in any real project I have, and then I have a subfolder for plans. Yeah,
I have a docs folder and then a plans folder. I should do a sub one because plans haven't been like implemented yet. But what I also do at the end is I always have it like update like at the end, like, oh, make sure you review the docs. Oh, and also shout out to Roberto and Steve, who also knew it was New Kids on the block. So shout out there. So I wasn't watching there. And yeah, Aiden says we get wiser too. I don't know if I'm getting wiser, that's for sure. Peter says I prompted with keep going, stop. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's keep going. Stop. I trust you. No.
contradictory at all.
No, and you know what? In this one, I did say go step by step and check in with me. So I am curious. Like, had I just sent the prompt, would it have just executed it? You know what I mean?
This is where, yeah, I mean, and this is where it gets really tricky, like for us trying to tune each model, because like I personally am very much in the let it cook camp, but there's people who are like, no, I don't want it to make assumptions. So then it comes back to you, but then they're like, well, it's not cooking enough. And so getting the dial exactly right is very tricky because every model's different.
Yeah. Let's see, it's cooking now. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff
cooking now. We've been going for a while. So this is good. What's it doing? This is what I said, like kind of with the Codex series, you get a little, see how terse this is? Like you're not getting like a lot of like, here's all the stuff that's going on. It's very, very, very high level.
Yeah, created a date utility, created a filters utility. I'm getting some, we got a use voice recorder. We got types. I like types. I appreciate types. Date. That's good. It hasn't.
The other thing you're going to notice about this model is you're getting a lot more thinking. So pretty much after every single operation it's doing, it's thinking. So this is going to really increase the output quality substantially, right? But it does add certainly a ton of latency, because basically rather than just doing the thing, right, it's saying, how should I do the thing? What is the thing, right? And it's actually talking through that, which increases the output quality, which is why I like Codex. But it does definitely add, like, if you're doing that after every single operation, right, that's adding a lot of time to the run.
Yeah, I think for the team, I can't really see if this has a thing or not. There used to be a drop down.
Yep. Yeah, so you can't really tell in this mode, is this thinking trace or is this just,
Yeah, because this one will be there. This one has one. But then I know that there was a thing which was like, sometimes it just is doing a thing and it doesn't think, and it's like, cool, I got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so the more context on this one, we've been really trying to figure out like the right balance of making chat useful but way less noisy. Like we don't want chat to be so noisy. And so we've been trying some things, like you see that here where we're collapsing a lot. But it is definitely possible that it's not super obvious from the UX that you can click on these things. Like that one, right, you can't click on, but the one above you could. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You can't really tell until you hover. So that's also
there could just be a little chev.
Big chevron guy.
I love a good chevron. Just give me a chev. Yeah, chev it up. This is pretty good. We got 10 files so far. So it's I mean, now we just cook.
The other thing I'll say is like, this may feel slower, but I don't know if you've ever had this experience where like you'll use a model and like you do get the output fairly quick, but then you spend like 25, 30 minutes like just like iterating with it again, trying to get it to do what you actually wanted, right? The thing I've noticed with Codex is sometimes it can feel a little less productive in this synchronous mode because it is taking a little bit longer. But actually, like if you were to really, kind of similar to the planning thing, it doesn't feel as productive, but like actually it's making it go way faster. Yeah. So it's like a weird thing with our brains, right, where it like feels like it's actually taking longer, but it actually may end up being way quicker than just spitting something out and it not being right.
Yeah, and all of this is one turn, so it's just like one. So
yeah, that's one turn we mark last, right? Once we got it going, it's doing a lot of cooking here. So
0.33.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. It's not even one; it's 0.33.
Yeah, mini. 0.33. Mini. I did tweet out the auto thing. I took it down. There's like a bug that said it was like up to like 1,000%.
Up to a 67% discount. Yeah,
it's a good discount. So.
I made a joke that we were making a 6.7 reference, but I think a lot of our team, to the point about millennials, didn't understand.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. So.
I don't know what it means. I just know it's a thing. I don't understand anymore. I can't believe I'm at this phase of life where I'm like, I just don't get it. But here I am.
Look at this. This is a cool view. Preparing to replacing that, reading that. This is neat. This little like step by step. YouTube's gonna flag us for the new kids reference.
No one can actually hear us right now. We've been banned, shadow banned.
Oh my gosh! No, that's why we're on our personal channels, because it doesn't matter.
That's right.
So.
Okay, so I'm just trying to like expand that files changed again. I kind of want to see what's going on here. So we got some cards. I do like that it's like building components for these things.
I didn't even ask it. That's smart. That's very good.
You didn't even ask it.
Hooks.
We got some hooks, you know.
Some pages.
Some pages, components, and some utils. Nice. Good.
Yeah, I do like that it did that. I'm very much an MVVM person. I've been doing some Swift dev, and well, I haven't, but Sonnet has it. And and it was funny because I have Frank Krueger review my code, and he's like, "It's pretty good." He's like, "You did a good job." I was like, "I didn't do anything."
If Frank Krueger is giving you a thumbs up on something the agent wrote, then the agent did a great job.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It actually works fairly well. It's on my GitHub, but basically it's for like podcast hosting. I need to just easily like create and like Zencaster will give us a text file, a TXT, but I need to turn it into an SRT in a different format for transcripts. And then like my thumbnails, I always open like Photopea and then like do stuff and open a PSD file. I'm like, what I really want to do is just like easily go in and just like, I already have my background, do a thing, add a number, done. And like,
so this is Universal or Mac OS? How did you build it?
Swift Mac OS only.
Okay.
Swift UI.
I've been using a lot of Swift as well recently. I'm building the coloring book app I was cooking with you at Universe. I'm turning that into an iOS app. And then I don't know if people on the stream know what 75 Hard is, but I've been building like a 75 Hard tracker app as well. Little Supa-based backend. It's been fun.
Classic. I decided to do this because I'm using a bunch of Apple Intelligence features and also like a bunch of like native-y underlying stuff. And I can access all that in .NET without.
They have APIs for that?
Yeah, so you can, so like what I'm doing is I take the transcript and then I say, take this transcript and then go recommend a bunch of titles for me and then also write a summary for me. And that's all built in. Now the context window is tiny. I think it's like 4K or something. It's like so small.
Is it a local model for Apple?
It's running offline local model on your machine.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, on any of the M series, basically. So it's free. It's free.
I just got a new one. Got to set it up today.
Set it up. Yeah, you can try out my app. Like I even have sample text scripts in there as well. The only problem is like when you get a long transcript, like if we record for like an hour, a merge conflict.
Yeah, that's way more than 4K tokens.
So what we have to do is we have to create sliding windows to say, please go create segments and create summarization with the time codes and like do a sliding window. Frank and I like spent an hour trying to figure out the prompts for it. And I said, you know what I should really do is just detect if it's really big and then just send it to OpenAI and like it's big enough. He has a library.
It's actually so cheap to use, like to just integrate with the OpenAI or Gemini APIs. Like it's just, I tried to do the local model thing like with MLX and all that. And I was eventually just like, what am I doing? Like, this is easy. Yeah. This is like an HTTP API call. Like, just send it off. It's going to cost me like 1/10 of a cent to do this. Like, what am I doing? I'm spending like 3 hours of my day trying to figure out how I do this. I could just ship it off.
Yeah.
So is it overkill? Probably. But like, it's so cheap.
Frank has this Swift Intelligence. He has a Cross Intelligence, which is the .NET version of it, and then Swift Intelligence. So what his is, he wraps the Apple Intelligence Foundation models, but he also gives you an out.
Oh.
So through the same exact API, you can code and then say, go to Apple Intelligence and try if you're able to, else go to OpenAI. So it's like one library.
We should get Frank on the stream one of these weeks because I would love to see him walk through this.
It's really cool. Yeah, we could do it next week. Well, I'll be out of the country next week, so no. After
next week,
December,
and then we're holiday. We're hitting holiday season, folks.
Yeah. So I'm going to integrate this. Yeah, I'm going to another country as well. He also has Cross Intelligence for .NET developers. He uses the same exact thing. So I thought about doing that, and I was like, I could do that. But then it was like really neat. This is really cooking hard. So many lines of code. So that's why I did it. But also, I learned. Heather told me. Oh, they updated the README. We're getting close. Oh, so there's an API for iOS and Android, iOS and Mac, that you can do free translations. So what I have is I take the transcript and I say translate it into Spanish. It's like Spanish. And it will go through and it'll translate all of it and then export it as a file. And that's free. So I don't have to do anything at all. So I love a good error. Perfect. Which is really neat. So those are.
I've been doing so much localization. It's really good at. I mean, I remember back when I was building iOS apps with you back 2013, 2012. I mean, it was a pay because you had to like pay a service to do the translation, basically. Now you just like tell is it perfect? Probably not, but like you can just prompt it to localize the app to all these languages, then it'll do it.
Yeah. Okay. So it removed the React leaflet.
No leaflet.
The only thing is I really don't like when it it automatically adds and just like updates and thinks the versions that it wants. I really wanted to, see now it's just removing stuff that doesn't work. What I really wanted to do is like just do a npm install this package and then let that do its thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wonder, I do wonder like if you could,
It's going to try to,
because it certainly is using its training data, right? That it's been trained on, and that was likely on an older version. So it's going to preference that. So I wonder a good strategy to fix that and custom instructions or.
Ideally, yeah, it would be like whenever you want to install a NuGet package, an npm package, like, you know, don't.
Alternatively, I wish we kind of had this like to the point about hooks. Like I wish we had a hook so that when you go to package JSON, like I should be able to interject at that point and be like, do I actually want you to do this or no?
Yeah.
Because that actually is a task that I kind of want to supervise generally.
Now, one thing that people may also notice in the latest version is the hidden terminals. So things are happening. Now, the terminal didn't open automatically, but it's happening. And then I can always open it or show output later as well, which is kind of fascinating. But you can always click on this and you can see a hidden terminal, and this will pop up and show you what it was doing as well. So it's kind of a fun fact. And you can change that setting, but it's there.
Yeah, I think like generally we found that most people found it very noisy. Like each of these things where it's like trying to debug the npm install issue would have been like 8 terminals in your window. And it's just like, this is very messy. And it's like steals your view focus. So if you were cooking this in the background and like doing some other task in this workspace, then it's every time it touches terminal, right? It opens the terminal, which is like super annoying because you're like, if I don't want to supervise it, and it's just like constantly stealing my view focus, that's an annoying thing. So we're still tinkering with it, but I'm pretty happy with the first iteration that Daniel and Megan and team got on. But
let's see. Aiden was asking, do I have context 7? And the answer is I do not.
So the reason this is not working for you is actually because, fun fact, you can now do private MCP registries. And Microsoft, shout out Jeff Wilcox, has configured the private registry for Microsoft, and that doesn't yet support like the public registry search. So that's why it wasn't working for you.
Oh, crap. Great. So are these all private packages that I shouldn't be showing anybody? Oh, no.
They are private, but I don't think there's anything super private about it.
Good.
super secret MCP package. No, it gets shipped globally to all Microsoft users. I mean, sure, it's not public, but I doubt it's anything that's secret, right?
Go to github.com/MCP here. There we go. Boop. And then there's install, open. Also, shout out to the team. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, no.
So you know what I would do right now, James, honestly? This is where like it's going down this loop, and this is where supervision is useful and like doing it locally. Honestly, I would kill it. I would go to a different model now.
You think?
Because when it gets it, and I start a new thread. So kill all this context. We don't need it all, right? Make sure you keep the changes. And I would commit. Commits are free. And then let's branch it up. And then this is where like I actually think from a context engineering strategy, when you see it looping in this really bad thing, kill it, maybe try a different model. I think it's generally a good strategy, and I think you'll probably get it fixed much more quickly doing this. You could have just let it cook if you didn't care, but like if you, for the sake of, we have to be somewhere in 10 minutes, like I think this is a good strategy.
Okay, let's see if it does it. I was seeing, if I go here, there must be something in the insiders build that is like different, but I should be able to install in VS Code. Where is it? I can't find it. There's too many things. Very cool. I need a key. Oh, for local. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, I don't have an API. Do you need an API key for context 7? Oh, that's new.
Do you? Did they change that?
That's what it says.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, but because I've been using their service, which is probably incredibly expensive to run, free for months. So I wouldn't blame them if they did.
Okay, let's see what it's doing. Okay, so it says it found some errors, some type errors. So that makes sense. So it's going to add a bunch of type stuff. I think it generated the types before actually generating stuff. Okay. Ooh, that was fast. The reads.
So that was what you actually just saw as parallel tool calling. Ooh. So what actually happened is the model said, I want to read these files, and it did it all in one go rather than doing like, read this, read this, read this. It actually read them all in one go, which is pretty cool.
And edited all them in one go too.
It can do that as well.
I see the issue.
Do you? Every time I see that, I'm like, It's kind of like a "you're absolutely right" moment for me when I see it. When I see that, and they go like, "Do you? But do you?
Do you? Do you? Is it a thing?"
So it's night and day though. Like, it's so interesting. We were just in Codex that didn't give us any explanation on what was going on, and now we're in Sonnet, and we're getting so much like. It's just different, right? It's not right or wrong. It's just different, right?
It's true. It's like what you want out of it, right? The experience you want, like picking the models. I was just talking to a big game studio yesterday, and they were talking about, or everyone's always talking about models all the time. Oh, it actually fixed everything.
Yes. And see, it worked. Well, I should wait until it actually runs to declare victory.
So this one I actually do want to like open.
Okay.
Heyo.
All right.
Okay, cool. Pulse board.
Pulsing it. All right.
That looks okay. It looks like Codex made it. Yeah.
Yeah, it does have a. It's very. It looks kind of like the Vite equivalent of a WinForms app. Shout out WinForms. Yeah. It really is. I still like change my mind like meme opinion is like WinForms was actually amazing, and it got so much hate and like, but it was so functional and so easy to build for. I loved WinForms. It's still around, right? You're the .NET guy.
Recording this. It is totally there. It's recording some audio. I like that. Whoa.
Does it work?
Yeah. That totally did it.
It's not coming through for us, but I'll trust you.
No, I don't know how to actually submit it. Oh, post update.
Post update.
Heyo.
Oh, yo. There we go.
And there's a map, which I don't have. Oh, that's cool. It does have a map. So I guess if I went here and I do a add location, definitely no, bro.
New way for James to supervise where his employees are actually working. Just dropped.
I'm gonna say Seattle. Wow, that's not where I'm at, but yeah, testing location. I wonder if it knows like lat long. If like it did a lookup, I bet it did not.
I'm guessing no. Yeah, it's like no.
No, that'd have been cool. There's a lot of filters. Profile. Oh,
okay. Like you could actually. Ooh.
You. So now it can be like, I'm James. Oh, what did I do? Profile. Oh, James. James save profile. I should be saving that locally. I don't think it does. I mean, it has like life, win, blocker, Pierce. Pierce is my blocker. But it is saving these. Oh, it did have James. That's good. And then Pierce is a blocker.
I like that. Yeah. In the future, what you want though is for. I mean, I already have a million ideas for when you insert the audio, you need to like do a feedback flow like thing of summarizing the audio, like your podcast.
That'd be awesome.
Like anytime I'm a big voice message guy. James knows I'll text him a voice message, but it's one of those things of like I don't like when people do what I do, because if James was to send me a voice message, I'm like I'm like doing something. I can't listen to this voice message right now. Like, so shout out to voice messages. I love them, but also hate them at the same time. Make it more modern.
Committing. Got to make it more modern. I think it looks pretty good right now. Actually, I'm not too mad about it.
Place. I feel pretty good. Got to cook.
Yeah, I think what's
Mini variant.
Yeah, I mean, what's unique about this is that it did all the things. If I do add photo, I assume it will open up somewhere on my computer. Okay, some folder. That's good. I don't know what images I have, but it did a thing. Add a video. Now, I would also like to take a video. That would be actually really cool if it could, open the camera and do a thing. Oh, it's already adding light and dark theme. You got to have a moon and a sun up there. Pulse board. And now it's just cooking. So one thing I do like is like, let's see, it's gonna like just make it more modern. So perfect.
Love it.
Yeah, that's pretty. And then you can filter. You don't know if I really want to filter all these things, but I do like that there's a thing. I do like it's yesterday, so that's pretty good. I must have like accidentally hit the yesterday button, but we got some gradients going on.
All right.
Gradients are
how could you tell my website was vibe coded? Was it the gradients?
It's redoing everything. It
I mean,
is
this
it
is
is
also
now.
why TypeScript and Vite is a great stack. You're just, as it's coming in, you're getting the hot reload, right? It's just
Updates.
rolling in.
Oh, we got new. Oh, we got a hover
What's
toggle.
happening?
Listen,
Whoa,
if
look at
you're
that
oh my god, oh, we got gradients. Okay.
effect. This is so cool.
It's just kind of like, I like how there's accent colors. There's like the save
Whoa,
buttons haven't popped in yet. I like that. Oh, it's happening. I mean, it's still got
what's
some
happening?
types. Oh, we got some. Look at it. These toggles. Look at this. Oh, it's so much better. This toggle obviously is broken with the today, yesterday, or whatever it's on. But this is good. It needs to update these. But let's see. It's still cooking. You can tell because there's down here. You'll see a little like a little badge now.
Yep.
Like when it's done, which is cool. That's a good improvement.
Yep.
Okay, it instantly got like so much better in general in like 5 seconds.
That was like a big spark joy moment for me. That made me so happy seeing those updates roll in.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Add photo, that works. That's nice. Record voice, that does work. I like that. It's cool that does work. It's like really nice, and that's really. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Custom date. Yeah, I gotta have a nice picker. That looks good. All right, it's still cooking. It's still doing stuff. Let's go into dark mode. Oh, okay. Ooh, we got. And you know it's AI driven. Updated the cards.
If you don't have a purple,
it'd be cool to like have like.
You're not vibe coding if you don't have some purple in your app.
I like that it picked win. Yes,
I also,
really good.
the other thing I like is I'm a terrible designer. I do kind of like some of the visual effects it's doing here that I would have never, like when you hover over the accent color, like even the small little tweaks, like getting the little animation. It's nice.
Mm-hmm. That is good. Map. All right, and then I think I don't know. I think we just it's done. So we got the little blinker. It's already built, so I can skip that. Cool. I mean, it just added a crap ton of CSS. I like that. I've been learning about these modules.css too. It's kind of like razor.css files where you can like put each component has its own CSS thing. You can have shared ones. Because right now by default, it's like, hey.
Wait, hold on. I want to see something. What?
Okay.
Expand the change 3 files. Why does it say change 3 files and then at the bottom it says 3 files? No, go up. In the chat response, it says change 3 files. Click on that. What just happened there? Why did it do that? That's very strange. Can you send me your chat debug log for this? Classic PM. I'm noticing an issue. Like, I gotta find the bug on that. I don't know why I did that.
Is it at the bottom?
Scroll down to the bottom. Yeah, it's opposite. It should actually probably not work that way, but it's at the bottom.
Which one do you want? The very bottom?
The very, very bottom. Yeah, the edit agent one. Just send me that after the call. Exporting. This is the pro tip for everyone on the stream. If you want to actually see what are the tool calls, what's actually happening with the model, what's the prompts that are actually being sent, you can actually inspect that. Developer show chat debug view is the name of that command.
Yeah, and I put it right here next to the chat so you can see everything that's happening here.
Yep.
Okay, let's commit this puppy. I think we did it.
We did it. That was a solid hour of cooking. I'm pretty pleased.
I'm pretty pleased, and it is saving. It looks like it's got a few bugs here and there with some of the visual stuff. Like this thing needs to be fixed up. I guess today is technically this week.
Well, yesterday is also this week, and because I thought that same thing. I was like, is it doing that? But then yesterday, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's an easy fix up, but I like that. And I want it to be like the different icon, the emoji, and stuff like that there.
We should actually finish this up and use it on our team.
That's what I was thinking
about it. Wire it up to Teams, as a Teams app or something.
The one thing I'm really curious about really quick
mobile friendly. Look at this. Look at that adaptive layout.
Yeah, this can be cleaned up a lot, but I think overall it's not too bad. I would love to see it with the pop-up where I basically see all the updates and then it pops up a thing, But I was interested in here we go. Okay, so it's just saving everything in local storage. So user profile, nice. Didn't ask it to do that, but it did it anyways. Very cool. So there's our V1 records that it will throw away at some point. So I just wanted to check to see if it was persisting.
So it persist across so it does. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not literally in memory. It's using the browser storage. Okay.
Exactly. And then it did a V1. So we could throw it away if we needed to. Very smart. Didn't ask me to, but it did it. Ooh.
What just happened?
it just it does a nice little, I don't know, just a little animation. So anyways, cool. We did it. All right, we're right at time, 9 o'clock. Thanks everyone for hanging out. If you've been hanging, this is a good cook. And I do want to actually use this app. I think it'd be really fun. And then to package it up and get it out into the world and like log in. And like, I also wanted to have it like, so somebody could set up a team, right? And then you invite somebody to a team, basically. That's kind of what I want. Like, or, you know, like here's the GitHub accounts that are like on my team, basically. And they have access to the team dashboard. So, or deploy your own instance. I don't know. All right, everyone. Thanks for cooking with us. And we will see you not next week because we will be on holiday. And that's very exciting. Thanks, Pierce, for hanging out.
See ya.
Bye-bye. So now it's going to